everybody. My name is Natalie.
And I'm Bella. And in this Wellness Wednesday, we are going to talk about different types of self-care and why it is important for us college students.
But first, we're going to interview APU students on what they do for self-care. Hi guys, what's your name?
Salem.
Grace.
And what do you guys do for self-care?
I like baking.
I like getting plenty of sleep.
Thank you. Hello, what's your name?
Naomi.
What do you do for self-care?
Exercise.
What's your name?
Wiley.
Dylan.
And what do you two do for self-care?
Volleyball.
Playing the guitar.
Ooh, nice ones.
What is your name?
My name's Cassie.
And what do you do for self-care?
I like to play soccer.
Nice, soccer player. Come on. Hi, what's your name?
Caitlin.
I'm Kalia.
I'm Amanda.
Okay, and what do you guys do for self-care?
I like to go on walks just to get outside and feel the air.
Nice.
For self-care, I like to listen to music.
Yeah, for self-care, I like to go driving, like a little late night drive, listen to a little music, kind of just chill out a little bit.
Okay, so if you like listening to music or taking walks or driving.
Okay. Yes. We're right here.
Woo! Okay, so now we're gonna dig into more what the definition is and other stuff like that. So self-care is a term used for activities and practices that we can engage in on a regular basis to lower stress and increase our health and well-being.
Based on an article we read from Jet Foundation, there are a total of 4 types of self-care. The first one is physical self-care. That includes taking care of your physical body or physical health by getting good enough sleep, feeding yourself, good diet, moving your body in a way that feels good to you, and keeping up your wellness visits and taking care of yourself when you're sick. So my personal experience with this is that I do like dancing. So dancing is a type of of a sport or a type of habit that I would do almost 3 times a week. So that does makes me feel good. So that's physical health, but there is something that I have to work on, which is getting sleep. Getting enough sleep.
Preach,
I don't
me
know
too.
about you.
No, yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good at that, guys. Let's just be honest. And I have work early mornings, so I need to start going to sleep.
Yeah, this girl works at Starbucks.
Yeah,
6:30,
4:30 a.m. shifts. Ooh, they get you. But yeah, I need to work on that, going to sleep earlier.
Yeah.
I am currently in a, what is it called? It's like a physical class. I have to take it.
Fitness for life.
Yeah, Fitness for Life. I have to take it, but also it's kind of helping me because I just ran 1.5 miles today, and I'm trying to go to the gym more, at least twice a week. So little steps, but we're doing it. So.
Yeah, so that includes physical self-care.
Okay, so the second thing is mental health self-care. So this can include managing your mental health condition, having healthy social media habits, practicing mindfulness, asking for help when you need it. It could be all those things. So for me, okay guys, let me just say, put it out there. I am, all these things that we're talking about today, it's a work in progress.
For us too.
Yeah, we're working on this stuff too, but it's okay because we're doing it together. We're doing it together. But one thing that I'm doing is, I'm gonna try. Let's say that. I have my first therapy session next week.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm low-key nervous. I'm nervous about it because I haven't done therapy since I was a little kid. So, and crazy because I know this is the APU counseling center. But anyway.
So you really think that we're peer educators and we're psych majors, we're all good? No, we're all just like you guys.
Right.
We need mental health, self-care, everything. I also started going to therapy here in the counseling center. Really good shout out to our center. But I just want to say that what you're going through, we are all college students. We probably felt the same emotion some type of time, some type of way, For me, one thing that really helped is journaling. I like to journal to write down all my emotions and feelings, so it helps me process my thinking also, and it's kind of a time for me to rewind and write about my feelings and stuff. So
that's good.
Yeah,
do that, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah,
everybody needs it. You're not alone.
Yes. The third type of self-care is called emotional self-care. It includes practicing emotional awareness, learning to manage your emotions and feelings, and doing things that makes you happy, like spending time with your friends. I do this a lot. I spend time with my friends. I rant to them when I need to rant. I FaceTime with them if they're not here physically. But I think having good friends to like rant about when you have a bad day is really important, because like that's the way of how you vent out your feelings and your negativity. And obviously you do the same when they're having a bad day. I also like to do crafts or like DIYs. I like doing my nails, even though I don't have any right now. Kind of crusty, but doing nails somehow like calms me down, and it like regulates my emotions somehow. So what about you?
Cool. I think probably the thing I do the most is like hang out with my friends, and like we'll just talk, or we'll play Mario Kart, or talk. Yeah, mostly those two things, or like go to an escape room or something. Those are fun. But I think like stuff that just gets your mind off of like everything else you're feeling. But then also I think it is important to, like I said, like have emotional awareness. So not just like shove those emotions down and away and like go do things to distract you, but let yourself feel those things and process them. And like Natalie was saying, like talk to your friends about them, or
it's not good to always suppress them.
Whoever you trust, whatever. Like your circle matters too, because there's some people who will say your friend, but maybe when you tell them things they just tear you down.
That's your family.
Not good.
Talk to your family about it.
Yeah, so just find a good circle or your family that you trust and can tell things to. And and the Lord. Oh my gosh, she is ultimate friend. Ultimate friend. And we're going to talk about that one in the next one. Okay, so this next and final one, the fourth one, is spiritual self-care. So this can include things like going to a church, praying, joining a faith-based group, plug to the D groups that are starting, but does not need to involve religion also. You can also practice spiritual self-care by meditating or doing an activity where you feel fully present and connected to yourself. I guess like yoga, right?
Yes, mindfulness yoga would be that.
But yeah, so for me, I think all those things that were mentioned definitely help, like going to church and praying and music worship, like all that like helps me like just kind of relax and take a deep breath and like just know that God is with me and that I'm gonna be okay and that he has a plan for me. One of my friends actually just sent me this like breathing exercise thing that you could do. Like you like read it, right, and then the scripture is like be still and know that I'm God, but you like take a breath, like you like breathe in and you're like be still, like it's just yourself, and then when you breathe out it's like and know that I am God. So like that actually was really helpful. Like I've never really done anything like that, so like just like sitting there and just like taking it in, like breathing, like feeling what I'm feeling, but also like just being still and just trusting God and all that, like that helped me too. So
that's really interesting.
Yeah,
I think for me, like for spiritual self-care, it will more be like spending time with my fellowship group. And while we have fellowship, we obviously like worship the Lord. Because I go to a Chinese-based fellowship group, I realize like me worshiping in English songs and Chinese songs are kind of different. I personally resonate with English songs more. Yeah, which is interesting, but I think it's just like finding your own way to worship the Lord. And I also really enjoy like the little prayer time, like before like the fellowship ends. Like we'll usually talk about like, oh, what can I pray for you and stuff like that. I found that really, really like healing, because it's also like ranting a little bit, and then you're like also other people are praying about it to your issues. So I just felt like that's just so much love in there, love and support. Like shout out to my fellowship group.
I think too what you were saying earlier, even journaling can be a thing that like helps. Like I like to like write down my prayers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
prayer
that's
journal.
like, prayer journal is, those are
I think
really
devotionals
like
too.
you just like, you know, just spilling all the tea to the Lord and like what you're going through, and he hears you. So yeah, I would say that.
So now that we know there's 4 types of self-care, which are physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, we hope that cleared up for you and it helps you to think about what you can do for your self-care and meet the challenges of college and develop resilience.
Which can also help you manage stress, uncertainty, and adversity, and may reduce your risk of anxiety or depression.
Okay, now let's talk about the solutions that helped us. I think starting a new hobby really helps because it not only it's something that interests me and it's new, so something that like refreshes my mind, and also if I can accomplish that new hobby, I felt really a sense of accomplishment rushes through me, and it just feels really good. So like, for example, recently I started cooking. Well, it's not that I don't cook, but I started like going to the grocery shop more to like make stuff rather than just making ramen every day. So I definitely like feel a sense of accomplishment every time when I have a dish ready and I would like take pictures and stuff. So I feel like that's just one of the example. Honestly, like you can find a new hobby, let's say like basketball, soccer, dancing, like whatever, or drawing even, art, like whatever you want. I feel like those are a really good way for you to refresh your mind, and it's also self-care, you know, because you're spending time with yourself, and it's a goal that you set for yourself. So it's like a promise that you keep.
That's good.
Yeah. What about you?
I think for me, like one thing, it's like a small thing, but also very helpful. I started, like using Google Calendar, and I've never used Google Calendar before. Like I've never done that before. I just go off the dome, like just be like, this is what I have, whatever. But it has been really helpful.
Girl, it's your best friend.
Right, to put everything in Google Calendar.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, this actually is helping me. So like, doing that, putting like my canvas and like all that stuff in Google Calendar, and then just like when I have meetings, when I have this and I have that, I put it in there, and I get little notifications, and like it's like, hey, don't forget you have this, don't forget you have this.
Yeah, that's 10 minutes
like,
before.
Yeah, so it's like really helpful. And then also like I have like a weekly planner, and I do my best to write down like for the week, like what I have and like what time I work, what needs to be done, like my to-do list and stuff. So that has been really helpful for me. But also like this can be a thing too, since we're on like calendars. Like if you feel like, if you're one of those people who are like, I don't have time to like take care of myself, you know, like for self-care, like maybe like if you're a planner, like schedule a time in your calendar, like from 1 to 2, I'm gonna just like focus on me, like do something that I like to do, and maybe that will like help you, like, you know, like because it's in your calendar, like maybe that will help.
It will remind you that you blocked off this time just for like that.
Just to like make sure you're doing good, because if you keep just going and going and going and you're not taking care of yourself, like everything you do is just gonna be like not 100, you know.
And like it's good that you're also spending time to like organize and plan your stuff out, because the feeling of having control and stuff and like seeing what you have for the week, like I think that also calms you down. And I think like you spending time for that is also self-care.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I think the next thing I want to talk about is taking a technology break, because a lot of the times there's TikTok, there's Instagram, whatever you name it, those, I think we unfortunately just spend so much time on it without us even knowing, without us even realizing. And we just spend hours and hours like scrolling. Like obviously like it might give you immediate like rush in your brain, but then like in a long term, after 3 hours, you look at the time and be like, oh no, I spent 3 hours on just scrolling, like, and it doesn't really like help or you actually gain something, you know. So I think take a good amount of like technology break is also will be good for your mental health, and it's also self-care, because it's caring for yourself that you're taking technology breaks. And there's also tons of things we can talk about social media, but you can check out our other wellness Wednesday for that.
That's good. Yeah, I think that will help too with like going to sleep, like making sure you have like for me, I've been trying to like put my phone down, like when I'm like just catch myself just scrolling, I'm like, okay, wait, let me put my phone down so I can sleep. But yeah, that's a good one.
Yes. And including all the ones that we mentioned before, like journaling, meditate, yoga, mindfulness, like everything. I think those are all good solutions to have.
Yeah, so lastly would be to just seek support if you need it. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it, because we're all like going through something, whether big or small, you know, so everyone needs a little help, and it's okay. That's okay. So just don't be afraid to seek support for yourself, whether it's support for academics, substance abuse, self-harm, or you just like want to know more about like the resources you have on campus, because we do have a lot of resources that are available to us. So yeah, if you just want to know more about that, you could even reach out to the APU Counseling Center. What? APU Counseling Center. But yeah, reach out to the APU Counseling Center, and
We are here for you.
yes, we are here for you. We're able to help you with any of those things. Like if you want to know more about the resources, if you want counseling, it's free for us. So take advantage of that, and yeah, don't be afraid to ask for the help.
Yeah. Remember, the important thing with self-care is not what it looks like, but what it does for you and how it makes you feel. Because when it comes to self-care, it's not one thing, and it's your thing. So that concludes our Wellness Wednesday.
Yay! Bye. See you
Bye,
next
guys.
time. Bye,
See
guys.
you.